Hello, my name is Hardy. Today I will talk about Pythagoras theorem and caffeine. My first presentation is about Pythagoras theorem. What do Euclid and 12 years old Einstein and American President James Garfield have in common? They all came up with Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is for a right triangle, square of the one side plus square of the other side equals square of the hypotenuse. In other words, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. That is most fundamental rule of the geometric, and it is basis of practical application like constructing buildings or triangulating GPS coordinates. It's named for Pythagoras, a Greek philosopher, mathematician that lived in 6th century BC. But it was known more than 1,000 years earlier. Babylonian tablet from 1800 BC, there are 15 set of numbers that satisfy the theorem. So, some historian thinks ancient Egyptians used numbers like 3, 4, and 5 to make a square corner. And Egyptian surveyors used rope with 12 knots to make a right triangle that lengths are 3, 4, and 5. The earliest known Indian mathematical texts are written between 800 and 600 BC. It says the diagonal of the square make another square that is twice as large as the original one. So it can derive from Pythagoras theorem. But how can we know it is true about every single right triangle, not just the ones mathematicians and surveyors knew about? Because we can prove it. Proof use existing mathematical rules and logic to demonstrate the theorem is hold true all the time. One way to prove is known by Pythagoras himself. He used proof by rearrangement. There are 4 same right triangles that lengths are A, B, and hypotenuse length C. Now arrange them, their hypotenuse make tilted square. The area of the square is C squared. Now rearrange the right triangles to make 2 rectangles left 2 smaller squares. The area of the square is A squared plus B squared. So here's the key. The total area of the square didn't change, and area of the triangle didn't change. So the empty space C squared must be equal to empty space A squared plus B squared. Another way to prove is known by Euclid and was also stumbled upon by 12 years old Einstein. This proof divides one right triangle to 2 smaller right triangles. We can use principle that is the corresponding angles are the same. Then the ratio of the side is the same too. So for the 3 similar triangles, we can write expression like this. Now rearrange the terms. And finally, add the 2 equations and simplify to get AB squared plus AC squared equal BC squared, or A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
맞아요.
Yes.
우리 학교 다닐 때는
Here's one that uses tessellation for tessellation. Tessellation is repeating geometrical pattern for more visual proofs.
수학이 발달됐나?
Can you see how it works? Here's the answer. The area of the dark gray square is A squared, and light gray one is B squared, and blue outline square is C squared. So they're exactly one dark and one blue outline square in one blue outline square. If you really want to convince yourself, then prepare 3 square boxes has equal depths and arrange them around the right triangles. And fill in the water in largest box. And if you spin the turntable, then water in largest box will perfectly fill two smaller boxes. Pythagoras' theorem has more than 350 proofs, from brilliant and obscure. Can you add your on to the mix? Thank you for listening my first pitch. Now, my second presentation is about caffeine.